We are live on YouTube and on Facebook simultaneously. If you're just joining us, thank you so much for being patient. This production was supposed to have gone on air ever since we scheduled it. But as you know, technology is what it is. When you have to run into tech issues and you call the reps to go through the steps, it might take you quite a long time, especially on a weekend like this. But we're proud, we're happy that we're able to beat that challenge, and here we are live, both on Facebook and on YouTube simultaneously. And as you know, the topic of conversation is the presidential elections that's taking place in Cameroon. And I need not remind maybe some of our viewers or people that are tuning in that are not familiar with the territory and its history. We would have enough time to talk about it as we go along. But I just want you to bear with me that it may not be easy to manage both platforms and have all the other people connected with us to share their views and comment. But we are open to all of those, and we will stay tuned and stay connected for as long as we can. And that's why we want to make this broadcast a 1 hour broadcast. We know it's a late Saturday evening. You could be somewhere having fun with your friends and family, or you could be home but ready to go to bed because tomorrow is church, it's Sunday. However, for those that are in Cameroon on ground zero, it's past midnight for them, it's sleep time. But we do know that even as they wake up in the morning, they would see this broadcast and they'll be able to watch for those that can watch, because it's important to capture the last minute information before anything else. Capture the last minute information as much as you can. It's very, very important. So, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, thank you for joining us today on this very special edition of Worldview, thought-provoking talk show where we handle issues of a variety of topics. And today we are casting a lens on the elections in Cameroon. And it's something that's dear to our viewers, most importantly, because that's our biggest base and that's our focus. This is just a civic education piece. We're having a conversation, a cordial conversation. This is not a political platform. We have no vested interests. We don't have any connections with anybody in any of the platform, the political leanings, and so on and so forth. This has nothing to do with politics, but more or less civics and democracy and peace building. That's what we're focusing on. But we all understand that people get information and make their informed choices and decisions based on what they hear and based on what they know. And at this point, we would like to go through the facts. There's a reason why we don't want to bring you content like pictures and videos on the ground about issues that have been going on in this campaign and these elections, because the campaign have officially ended. And at this point, as you know, based on the law, I think the candidates are retiring and just waiting for the early morning to go cast their ballot or their vote. And at this point, we have so many people that have shown interest that they want to join us and live and have their their thoughts, join the conversation and have things to say. We are open to that and we're ready to take on your questions. So I would like to take a moment now and look through the platforms and look through the different streams and see those that are connected with us and the information that they want to pass along, so that we can all be connected together and move past with our topic of the day. And the question is, how and why Issa Tchiroma Bakary can win Cameroon's presidential elections? It's a very big topic and we are interested in having the conversation going. So I know I want to check on Facebook to see those that are already connected and what they have to say about this live. As well as I'm also going to be looking at the feed on YouTube to see those that are leaving their comments and questions in the chat. Feel free to share your thoughts, and I'd like to know, for those that are hearing me, let them tell me if they can, and we're able to connect with those that can. So bear with me, we are live, and I would like to mute this mute this right away. So there we go. Now, I know, yeah. So I'm just watching this on both platforms just to make sure that we are live. Okay, I'll just hold on and hang up here for a little bit to see if, just to make sure that I see the views and get in touch with those who are connecting with us. But while we do that, while we do that, I'm just gonna give myself the latitude to go through these presidential elections and to explain to you why this election is not the same with every other election in Cameroon. And I'll tell you why. I know people have waited for us to come online, and people may have been tired of waiting, so to speak. But never despair, never despair, because we can do this, and we just need a small handful of committed people to make significant change. That's all we need, a handful of committed people to make significant change. If you're watching us on YouTube, you would see the information. But if you're watching us on Facebook, you may not see a lot more because there's no graphics on the screen compared to what you would see on YouTube. Now, I'm just going to hang in here for a second. And like I said, I want to give you a synopsis, but I just want to make sure that I can at least send communication to those that are waiting to join and to see how many people we have that have indicated and that are here. So I'm just gonna hang on here for a sec. Just bear with me for a second while I share this page so we have our folks connected to us. So I'm just gonna do this right now. Like it. Again, make sure that I can communicate with everybody that's watching. See if I can share. There we go. Okay, go back to that. Come back on the first screen. Refresh that. Okay, then see, tap that. Mute that for sure. Just see that sometimes it's very tricky to work with Facebook when you are not. Yeah, it's very tricky sometimes. Very tricky. That I can tell you. I just want to be able to communicate. I know people, those that have gone to get a bite have done so, and they are right. They are well within their rights. They are well within